Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Hublot King Power Euro 2012 Poland limited edition of 500. You can see this Hublot King Power in titanium and ceramic on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time to see special edition accessories, high-res photos, and of course, complete pricing information for this Hublot King Power. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that the classical 48mm King Power case is very much for them that likes them large, and believe me, it is large. 60mm from lug to opposite lug, 48mm across what seems like a very hypothetical round of the case, and 18mm thick. This is an imposing timepiece in stature. It's important to remember, though, that while it is immense, and again, I don't know where you can measure the round of the case here, so 48 may as well be 50, but it's still very light. The combination of composite flanking inserts, titanium case components, and ceramic bezel really render this watch a good deal lighter. In fact, it weighs very little more than you might expect from a modern supercase Rolex on a full bracelet. It's that kind of light. So this is a watch that's very wearable and comfortable, even if your wrist is borderline for the size. However, because Hublot does feature very sharply downturned lugs that begin to trace the arc of the wrist before the case really ends, this watch is surprisingly viable on a smaller wrist. Although my wrist is 16 centimeters, there's actually room to wear this one down a little bit. If your wrist is as small as 15 centimeters in circumference and you're totally into the oversized King Power look, rest assured you can wear this one securely and comfortably. And a big part of the comfort equation is Hublot's superb natural rubber strap. It's been a signature of the brand since its debut as MDM Genève in 1980, and the bottom line is that it's still the best in the business. Soft, supple, thick, and substantial. It's also paired with a combination titanium and twin trigger deployant clasp. You can see PVD titanium on the inside, natural satin finish titanium on the outside, and with twin triggers, this is not friction fit. It's not going to pop open accidentally. Also nicely King Power and Hublot co-branded. You can also see the inset H-pattern titanium Hublot bolts, which of course are also present and accounted for on the bezel itself. Now the bezel is a combination of titanium bezel bolts, ceramic material at its core, and a rubber wrap around its periphery. Now, there were two host nations for Euro 2012, and one was Poland, one was Ukraine. Each received a limited edition Hublot King Power watch, and this is the one that Poland received. Now, for those who are not familiar with how the UEFA Euro 2012 tournament worked, there were two host nations and separately two final victors, ultimately contending to be the league champions. So it's a bit like a two-city version of the US Super Bowl, albeit in series form, whereby the host cities are not actually the cities that are contending. So that's the story behind this watch. And of course, Polish flag red is blazoned throughout. You can see it on the custom strap. You can see the uniquely tinted red sapphire crystal. You can see the red accents on the skeletonized dial, as well as the red chronograph stop and start pusher. So the watch is nicely thematically rendered, and on the back, of course, you can see the Euro 2012 tournament logo over the Hublot 4245 automatic chronograph caliber. Now, what makes this one a little bit different is that the chronograph features radial display of both seconds and minutes. Now, you can see seconds radially displayed. That's conventional for a chronograph, but you can also see the minutes. Now, there is a minute hand superimposed over the constant seconds dial at 9 o'clock, and that allows you to trace the 45 minutes of a standard association football period. So not only does it work well for football, but a lot of times you're never going to reference the hour counter on a conventional chronograph. So being able to read seconds and minutes radially actually makes this very easy to read and more practical than a conventional subdial minutes register on most chronographs. Now, it does feature a very discreet, almost completely hidden date window just adjacent to the 4 o'clock index, and you can see that it does feature a date in addition to the chronograph. So it's a useful watch, also 100-meter water resistant with the strap. This is a watch that can go anywhere for summer fun. Now, you note When you reset the chronograph, both minutes and seconds radially reset to 12. Now, about that caliber, it is based on a Valjoux 7750, and it sits underneath the Euro 2012 tournament logo. It is a modified version of the 7750 that's been retooled to use the radial minutes, but all of the classic 7750 virtues remain intact. Tank tough, super efficient unidirectional automatic winding, a 42-hour power reserve. When you pull the crown, you do stop the balance, allowing precise synchronization to a known accurate reference time. And because we do have a date, invisible though it may be, it does feature a quick set for rapid correction should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length of month. This is a great watch for those who like them big, as I said. It's also a great watch for those who like to have fun, with oversized, exuberant sports references for summer. And finally, if you are a football fan, memorabilia doesn't get much more wearable than this. You can see this Hublot King Power UEFA Euro 2012 Poland limited edition of 500 and purchase it on our website, watchyouwant.com.